It is day 6 of the war between Israel and Hamas, and we can look at the developments in 3 parts. One, of course, the escalation, the fighting, and what Israel plans to do. The second is the situation in Gaza, and third is the politics that is picking up pace. So let's start with what the Israeli operation looks like at this point. They are preparing for a ground offensive. Israel has now demarcated a zone around the border with Gaza, saying that anyone entering this area will be seen as indulging in criminal activity. And the Israeli defense minister saying that we will go into Gaza on ground now. So we will launch a ground offensive. That much is quite clear now. The Israeli war cabinet is in place. A unity government has been formed with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and opposition leader Benny Gantz, and they've been making some very strong statements. Netanyahu said that every Hamas member is a dead man now. Benny Gantz saying, and I'm quoting, "This is the time for war." So they are very clearly stating their intent. They will continue to pound targets in Gaza. The situation in Gaza looks quite bad at this point. The citizens have literally nowhere to go. They're looking to exit from Egypt, but Egypt has refused to take people. Egypt has refused to open a corridor for people exiting Gaza, and they are in conversation with the US and the United Nations. So what happens to Gazans who are trying to escape this fighting remains unclear at this point. US President Joe Biden, meanwhile, has issued a statement, and he has warned Iran against directly entering this fight, and that is telling, because if Iran does not enter this beyond what they've already done, then there is a very high likelihood that Hezbollah will not escalate the fight in the north beyond the odd skirmish. Also, the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has had his first conversation with the Iranian president, the first in many years, and they've discussed the situation in Palestine. So perhaps at the regional level, at the international level, talks are on between among the top leadership to ensure that this does not spill beyond Gaza. That is how things stand at the moment. India has launched an operation to evacuate its citizens. Some 18,000 Indians live in Israel. More than 900 students, we are told, have registered to leave on these chartered flights that the government of India will be running starting this evening. It is being called Operation Ajay. The US and the UK have not announced any such operation. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken will be in Jerusalem today to discuss the way forward. So a lot of developments, a lot of fast-paced action, while the situation in Tel Aviv and I would say in most of Israel still remains tense, with the odd siren going off and sometimes false alarms also triggering a lot of scare on how this will unfold.